Out of
Yeah, we could.
nowhere,
Yeah,
Rudo
let's go a
turned
little
into
small sophomore.
Rudo turned into Toto. He started
Right.
teleporting his man wherever he needed to be.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to Two Weaves in the Pod, your anime recap review show. I'm one of your hosts. I go by Kevlar.
And it's your boy Sir Roland, and we're back with another one. Our main topic for today, Gachi Yakuda, or Gachi Yakuda. I'm not sure how people are pronouncing it,
I've
but
been pronouncing it wrong. I can't even judge. I called it Gotcha Coochie, Gotcha Anime.
Gotcha Gucci is
Well,
crazy.
the Gotcha Anime.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So, where did we last leave off on Gotcha Yakuza?
I
Gotcha
think
Yakuza.
we last left off was Rudo met with Simiyu, and I think we got to, or Rudo got to, like have a back seat at some like um what do you call those garbage beasts? What do you call them? Trash beasts?
Right. Yeah,
They were
it
like,
was a golf.
yeah, taking care of like the small size trash beasts, and then the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
one
yeah.
came. Then he was talking to the girl that used the scissors, and I think that's
Yes, yes.
that's around there where we left off. I think that episode.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So Simiyu called them and said, "There's a little mission I need y'all to handle." Of course, they keep saying it's gonna be a little easy one. Apparently, some trash lady, I forget what she was, called and said that a monster had came and stolen one of her cargo, which was what they call them, spherite.
Yeah, spherite, which is
Another spherite
essentially
person.
what they call Rudo. Like one of those people
Right.
that not from here.
Because they picked Rudo to go on a mission again. He's like, "Why are you sending me?" He's like, "Oh, it's another spherite. Maybe you could talk to them." I'm like, that's kind of racist, but cool. Can you imagine
Mm.
somebody seeing your team? He's like, "Oh, there's gonna be another black guy." Why would you? I'm like, okay,
Maybe you can
rude, but
talk with
fine.
him, figure him out. Yeah, yeah.
But so he goes on the mission reluctantly. I think it's the same crew, same whatever, supporters as they call them.
Yeah,
And then
it's
so
the
what's
it's
this
the
late?
guy with the extra strong grip, the younger dude.
Yeah.
I think his name is Gris. The younger supporter Folo, and I can't
Damn,
remember
they
the.
can keep
I mean, man, at least the names are like decently like something that's not like heavily Japanese influence. Like I could.
Korean with a three with a triple
Yeah,
Sungjin Woo.
yeah.
Triple name
I
is
don't I
crazy.
don't know the guy who's supposed to be training Rudo, the dude with the staff that he got into it with Rudo earlier,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
also on the mission.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he goes on
And
the mission. Very
yeah,
important. As one of the quote unquote givers,
hmm,
everybody else is a supporter in Rudo.
yeah,
I think that was all the givers, right?
yeah, I believe
But
so.
yeah. And the main guy that had the scar, the main supporter, he had the scar, he got saved.
Hmm.
Well, so they go down there. Surprise. I'm guessing a YN trash guy comes. He got the thick Kango lock dreads and
Hmm.
these Wolverine finger knives that are his. Actually,
Mm.
like Freddy Krueger gloves.
Yes, yeah,
Of his
yeah,
body.
yeah. Yep.
That's his vital instrument. And then it fades to black because he's about to beat up the staff guy. Side note. The dub version, I didn't catch this until like threads or social media, but the version's been going crazy with
Hmm.
the up to date black lingo because every every other sentence is like, oh, he acting mad sus in the dub,
Yeah.
or he kills that supporter dude right in front of Rudo, and he's like, don't crash out on me now. I like that. That's just
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I gotta look it up because I think the voice actor for the English dub is another black voice actor. Um,
Mhm.
and I found a post on the Instagram. I can't remember what it was, but I was lurking in the comments, and people were like, "Yo, he might be a black voice actor, but he's not black. Just because he got locks, he's not black." And people were like,
Wait. The
"Yo,
voice actor's not black,
the
or the
voice actor,
character's not?
the voice actor is black, as, as
Yeah,
far
yeah,
as
yeah.
I know. But their discourse was the character itself is not black, and we shouldn't be just assuming it's black and just assuming it's us and things like that. And I'm like, yo, man, if the guy looks like me, he talks like me,
Yeah,
he's
he that's
me. Like I don't,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
That's
don't
a
really
good
gotta
that's a
get too
good
deep.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's a good point because I see both sides, but
Mm-hmm.
he is about your complexion
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
yeah,
speaking
yeah.
with black vernacular. And guys, this is a cartoon.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
black. Why not?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
does-
yeah. So,
yeah, yeah.
I
So
think
I
a
was
lot of
excited.
I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, cool, damn." I seen a meme out there. Hopefully, I can get it in post where
Mm.
they had like Lil Wayne have like a certain pose in his grill, and they made that character Jabber look like exactly like him. Like, oh, look at the dreads, look at the face expression. I'm like, oh, I mean, that's a cool little picture. But speaking on Jabber, I like his instrument. It's like he's wearing rings, and then they become the Freddy Krueger claws, and they're on
Mm.
both hands and stuff like that. The poison, the what each
Forgot about that.
what each
Yeah.
claw does, or I said claw, what each like set
Blades.
blades do is kind of interesting. They're kind of pushing the boundaries on what you can and cannot do with your instrument because
Yeah.
the mud duo, let's say duo. I don't think they mentioned their name. She had a
Right.
little like a masonry tool that like spreads mud around. That's what she was like wielding. Like I caught like okay, that's maybe she is a mason or something like that. But like spreading mud around, all right, cool. But she's like summoning mud clones with it. Like you don't necessarily have to use it how it's like the usual intended uses for.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I can
I'm like,
understand.
okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. Like it's not obvious whatever someone's instrument is, and then you can just kind of cook it up on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Hmm.
liken it to like quirks and My Hero Academia, how they like evolve the skill to
Yeah,
maybe like
yeah.
in the beginning she could only do some basic stuff, and then she like
Hmm.
evolved that skill
Yeah,
into
yeah,
doing mud clones. That was interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
I
pretty
saw it
cool.
reminded me of like Avatar, The Last Airbender, where they're like bending stuff,
Hmm.
and all of them had like subgenres of the bending,
Yeah, yeah.
like not only water bend, but people can blood bend
Hmm.
and ice bend and all this other stuff. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Good
Pretty
stuff.
cool. And I didn't. Oh, you brought up about the blades having the poison in it. I thought it was a little over OP or whatever,
Hmm.
but it's like, does he have poison with him, or he made the material turn to poison?
Yeah, I
What is
don't
that?
know. I'm assuming it's just like coded in it. Like it's just.
He did
But
it ahead of time, so you got to remember when you retract him. It's like, oh yeah,
yeah.
she got poison.
Yeah. So I guess just to continue on, Jabber meets up with Rudo, and he's
Yeah.
confronting him. Talking crazy. Like I, I killed your guy or whatever the case may be. Like, what you gonna do about it? And he seems a little he seems very much unhinged. Like I think this is shaping up to be who's the main guy in JJK? Main character.
Um, the main character with the pink hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Yuji.
Yuji. This is Yuji and Mahito
Yeah.
rivalry right now. I think cooking up with
Yeah.
Rudo and Jabber, because Jabber is just like he's a masochist. He like to get punched and beat up, and he's still like, yo,
Right.
what's up, friend? What's good? What's good? How you doing, buddy? And, like, why
You
you
know what's
calling
really
me?
stupid when they start laughing when they get hit?
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
on some other type of
You
time.
folding them up, they all crunched up in the corner, and they like, yo, this is great, man. How your day going?
Right, no, you got it. I'm like, you got it. I don't even want to fight no
Hmm.
more.
Hmm.
You crazy.
But what happens with Rudo is he gets a hold of Griss's talisman that's like kind of cherished to
Yeah.
Griss, and he essentially makes it a vital instrument. And this vital instrument gets inspired by Griss's like hopes and motivations. So it's like Griss is like, man, I just hope make sure I get home safely from whatever mission I'm doing, and he prays on that before every mission. and that talisman kind of embodied that and made it so Rudo could not get hit by anything, which was pretty nice. I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
When I
yeah.
seen like a little sneak peek of it, I seen like this like overarching like big figure over Rudo, and I'm thinking he summoned like
Yeah.
some, you know, SUSANOO that's like gonna attack and defend and do all types of shit for him. And so I'm like, all right, okay, it's just defense only. But then Rudo was like, I'm gonna do what Grist do, and I'm gonna throw these hands, you know, like, and I was like, okay, cool. So I like the 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 variety and the spiciness that comes with Rudo's ability. You know, he could grab
The
something and just
versatility of it. Yeah.
yeah, versatility and just make something happen on the fly. And it seems like in this fight, he knew exactly what it could do. You know, like he was locked in. He was like, "Yo, I know what's up." And they did do a little flashback and kind of explain like what makes
Yeah.
Rudo tick. Yeah, you know, like it does. I think that one was needed. You know, to kind of give
Mm.
some backstory as what makes Rudo Rudo, and we get that insight like he just deeply cares about stuff that usual people do not care about things, and we seen that in the first few episodes where he's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, why people throwing away trash? It still got good use out of it and things like that." So he refines his purpose and you know his motivations, and he locks
Yeah.
in and he's whipping Jabber's ass for the most part, but you when you got a good rival, he don't go down easy.
Right, 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 right.
So I
At
like
one
that.
point,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I was about to say one point on the flashback, they really did him his mentor or the person that looked after him after he was abandoned
Hmm.
had some good emotional intelligence and realizing he's like, damn, this kid projecting because he
Yeah,
was freaking out about people throwing away stuff
yeah, yeah.
because
He
of
was thrown
consciousness
away.
he
Yeah,
was thrown away. Yeah,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, damn, they got some therapy going on
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I think he even said this is way more than projection because like he was just bawling, you know, like that ain't no normal cry over you know, a torn teddy bear kind of thing, you know. So shout out to the flashback. Those are ones where you could
That
tell a
was
little
well. I ain't gonna
story.
cap. That was a well placed. That was a well
Mhm.
placed one. And
Yeah,
One
yeah.
Piece, they do be overdoing it. Like that meme you
Mm.
sent me. The flashback. It's like get to the class. I was like, what?
Word.
It's
Even
going on forever.
Naruto sometimes is they Naruto swinging on the same swing. We seen it 100
It'd be on the
times, you
whole
know.
episode. The flashback. I was like, come on,
Yeah,
y'all milking it.
this flashback was done well, you know, just to show like, all right, cool, this is what his motivations are. So he locked in, and yeah, Jabber figures out a way to maneuver around this
He
defense.
had a I understand it moment as well.
Hmm. So, uh when you make a rival, you kind of gotta, you know, they gotta be able to back and forth. So it's understandable. It can't be like, all right, I'm gonna just beat you up and you know you fodder to me. So they make it an interesting fight. He comes back. He's now attacking him unconsciously, and this overarching talisman instrument can't detect it because it detects like murderous
That matters
intent.
not hard.
Yeah, malice in the
So he
heart.
yeah. So his plan was the talisman can only it can't see things that don't have any will if it's inanimate. So
Hmm.
he's like, I'm gonna take a gamble. He wasn't even sure about this
Yeah,
plan.
he
He wasn't
wasn't. Yeah.
projecting. He just he like, I'm not even sure it's gonna work, but I'm just gonna get what was it, hella high off his own toxin. So he don't got no consciousness in him.
Yeah, that was super risky on his part, and
It
I
over
guess
my head, yeah.
he kind of made it work. This might be a, you know what I mean, it might be a little bit of an ass pull from the writer standpoint, but I would love to see if you know that can be broken down somewhere, and it's like, oh yeah, that can happen, you know. So
It's over my head. Cause
mhm.
like no, he has ill will. Now they just reaching for he has ill will.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah.
the talisman should know to stop him. Clearly he's
Hmm.
crazy and has ill will.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know.
But the
But we'll
interesting
see how that
part
goes.
is, so they, you know, there's a little bit of a, you know, an interesting part on his part. But the guy with the staff comes back and he's like, all right, if your your talisman can detect ill will, I'm gonna swing at you, and hopefully you can move me around. So and they get redirected and swing at Jabber. And I'm like, okay, I mean, like I guess that could work. And
He's
then
like,
out of
oh yeah,
nowhere,
let's
Rudo
go
turned
with
into
some softness.
yeah, Rudo turned into Toto. He started
Right.
teleporting his man wherever he needed to be. So I'm like,
Somebody just
okay,
come on and somebody just come on and save him. You know that's where it's going. Somebody save him so they fight for another day.
yeah, yeah. We know it's gonna end. You know, that's how it's gonna end. But I'm like, okay, man. Like I can see it as is. Like this is probably gonna be a one shot for Rudo in the sense that he's not gonna have this instrument again. So we can kind of play around with all the options this one episode, or
Yeah.
next two episodes, and maybe get a little unhinged or get a like expand the boundaries on this to some extent because this we only gonna do this once. So let's just like just go all out with it and kind of have
They,
fun with it. So
they're
I
gonna
think
be
it's
like,
kind of
"Are you
cool.
gonna keep that talisman?" And it's like, "No, I'm gonna bury it with him because he got it. So I'm gonna get rid of the weapon."
Yeah, so that was cool. The fight scene there was fun. These two people that are kind of rivals ish. They don't really like each other. The staff guy and Rudo. They're kind of working together. I swear, Rudo, the staff guy, is voiced by Bakugo. I'm like pretty sure he sounds like Bakugo to me.
The dubbed or the
The
sub?
the subbed. He
Oh,
sounds
maybe.
pretty much
Oh,
like Bakugo to me.
hey, you should look that up, and
Yeah,
that's
I might
really you
have to.
got it because I cannot hear that well between these
Mm,
Asian actors' voices. They all be sounding.
this
I hope
okay.
that's not offensive. I can't tell the difference.
I'm like, yo, he sound like Bakugo. And I might be in the same boat because I might be just assuming, but yeah. So that I think so far it's been really good, and it had me thinking about vital instruments and if in the real world we were attached and cherished to objects, what would be our vital instrument? You ever put thought to that?
My vital instrument is, of course, my saxophone. You know that.
Backing out the saxophone. I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
I really have something that I really cherish, so it might just be a default like my phone or something like that. I think modern day everyone phone would probably be their vital instrument, so that doesn't sound too exciting. But yeah, man.
Yeah, everybody got phone powers versus just all
Hmm.
lightsabers.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's what's up. Oh, yeah. One more thing about the power.
Hmm.
He realized, or the supporter realized that it was because of his capacity to care about objects. He releases the potential in them.
Yeah,
Because they
yeah.
couldn't figure out. They couldn't figure out he's a dude that has multiple instruments he can
Instruments.
give you. That was like a unique aspect of him. So
Yeah,
that
he
was
can.
interesting.
Yeah,
That
pull out the
nobody was doing.
potential. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So that was it, and then it left on that cliffhanger. Yeah. So we'll keep looking at that. Got you, Kuda.
Yeah.
Got my attention.
Good stuff. Good story so far. And I think it'll be good. I keep hearing I guess we can move on to anime recommendations. I keep hearing about Togenanki. I think you mentioned
Yeah.
it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
We were both aware of it. I
yeah,
think we
yeah.
watched the trailer
Yeah,
together.
yep.
Remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I have to get a few episodes in, probably get caught up. Might be the next topic for
I
the
like
next
it.
podcast. Yeah, yeah. People are telling me I should, lock in and look at it. So that might be the next episode. Hmm.
Yeah, that was gonna be my recommendation too. Unless there's anything else, I'm gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, definitely.
So, guys, we've been 2 weeks in a pod, your anime recap review show. Thank you for listening to us. Please like, share, and subscribe. And peace. See you next time.
Peace.